All right, so all week we've been working on just drilling that knee cut entry. If you throw a wrench into it, it puts the knee in front, we can go X pass, right? We smashed to the side yesterday. Now, I'm gonna show two different ones today, but we'll start with this. We're gonna go back to the knee cut, but we're gonna do it a little different. So I'm outside of his feet. Don't lean in like this, and don't step in here, right? You're just gonna start messing everything up, right? Here, drop in, right? If I can drop in, get my elbow low, shoulder down, head up, it's hard for me to get the knee in, okay? So what we were doing before, underhook, slide through, right? When we were doing the X pass, here he drops the knee in front, here, okay? Now, he's gonna throw that knee in again. It's in my way, okay? I'm not gonna go X pass, I'm gonna take him out of this to clear the knee and go right back to the knee cut, okay? So my hand's on his hip, my elbow's down, but that knee is in front of me a little bit. I don't want a knee cut through this, it's gonna be too much space. I'm not gonna be able to control his hip, okay? So I'm gonna come back up here, cut back down, okay? Now, hand to the floor, underhook, inside out. I can drive my knee back or I can drop my hip. So drive my knee back, we'll turn him, control his head, get to the armpit, pin him in side control. Outside here, knee comes in, right? I'm gonna adjust him. So I'll grab that pant like I was gonna do the X pass, okay? I'm gonna come back up and then I'm gonna go back into it. Here, again, just to clear the leg. Hip first. Finish up under the head, pin in side control. Does that make sense? Any questions? Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. I wouldn't say you have to, but it's gonna help you in the gi, you might as well, in this case. Circuit passes, I would say, you don't always have to do that, it just depends on what we're doing. Leg drags, things like that. But for this, go ahead, because we can modify and go to some other things too if you have that grip.
Where he's getting that underhook when you kind of go back through, even though you're around his shoulder, he's still developing an underhook.
Well,
on you. Are you laying harder?
Sometimes if he turns a lot, here, knee comes through, right? Here,
right.
He has no underhook. He's not gonna get it if I keep my arm low on this. Now, if he's framing up here, I'm gonna get to the shoulder, which is what I want, okay? If he just tries to tuck his arm, Courtney style, I wanna have my bicep under his elbow.
Okay.
He will not get it here, okay? See what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm not gonna let that in, I'm not gonna let him turn.
Or do you put a fair amount of chest pressure on his arm at that point?
Oh, yes, yes.
Right there.
So that's why I always enter that underhook low. So when I clear him, right, I don't want to reach up here because I give him that. There's too much space. Here. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, start with that. We're going to do 2 minutes and switch, all right? 1, 2, 3. Same entry, but I'm going to windshield wipe this foot so that my ankle is on the other side of his shin. Similar to the Ronaldo seminar.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So outside here. So as I come here, I'm going to circle. So my foot's on the outside. Why would I do that? Right? Because his knee's in my way. Okay. So what options do I have? I grab collar. Right. His knee's in my way. Here, my knee goes to his hip. Just watch your arm so I don't hurt your wrist. My knee's going to go here. I'm on long step. So I'm already to the collar, right? Or I can get to his head. Either one of those. Okay, here, knee in, block, turn. Okay, so I could hook his leg or I could grab his pants. Either of those would suffice. Okay.
I'm sorry, you said that when you, so your left arm, you grab the collar, or you said that,
or the head.
Oh, or the head, okay.
Like I'm not gonna probably reach your head.
Okay.
Right? Him, I might be able to just reach his head.
You and me don't reach my head.
Yes, you can just, if you can get the head, it's even better.
Okay.
But you don't have to. You can go collar, point my elbow. I'll show you in a second. So here, it's on the outside, okay? His knee's coming in, it's a problem, right? Circle in, so I'm just cupping at his thigh, okay? I can connect to the head. Here, pass, if here, right? This knee gets in here, it's almost like a Z guard position, right? It's really tight on my hip. And go on top, collar, drop my elbow, head down, come up here. Okay? Just a little bit different style. Might be harder for you guys to do that one a little bit, just much bigger, right? Both work. I tend to use that more so on the big guys because you guys come into me, right? So if I can flop, get to that hip and get to that angle, that 45-degree angle, almost north-south, I can tripod. I'm in position to hop over, right? Here, right? I get the pants, head, elbow's my landing point, then I drop. I come up, right? So here, if you're much bigger and you turn into me, I come around too.
So your inside knee, are you shooting for where his hip is?
I'm trying to like, yes.
Okay.
So if I'm grabbing the collar, if I grab the collar, I'm going to open my elbow and look for a point on the mat. That's going to hit first, then my knee, then my hip.
Okay.
Okay? So it ends up being here. Does that make sense?
It does.
I get my head in on his chest. Any questions on that? Turn this way. Nope. Yep. So, same thing, inside the hip, inside the knee. Here. So that knee comes down, turn. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And then, scoot over a little bit. Let's get close to the camera. Here. So if I loop the leg, collar, here, pass, that works. Or I can grab at the knee, sorry, this knee, and the collar. Flare my elbow, drop the elbow first, then my knee, then my hip. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Everybody good? All right, don't have to go super fast on it. Just drill it slow until you feel comfortable. 1, 2, 3.